Alright, let's quickly express number base as a denary. So when we talk about denary number now, that means I'm talking about numbers that are base 10. Now if I want to convert number that in base 2 or any other bases to base 10, one thing that we must remember is that I must go through what we call the expanded method. So all I need to do is to expand the given number to give me denary. So if I'm going to work on this now, to express any number base as a denary is to express it as a power of the base concerned. So start with this first question here. I want to convert this to denary. Now the number here is 1, 1, 1 and 1 to base 2. All I need to do is to start reading from behind. I will number this given number from behind. Let me pick another ink. So if I'm numbering this from behind, this first number becomes 0, this becomes 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So if I'm going to work on this now in the expanded form, because I'm going to work with expanded method, pick the first number that you have here, 1 multiplied by, what is the base here? 2, that is 2. What is the power here? 3. That is it. 1 times 2 raised to power 3. You are through with the first number, plus pick the second number again, which is still 1. 1 again times the base is what? 2 raised to power, what is the power there? 2 also, plus pick the next number, 1 again. 1, I'm picking these numbers. 1 times the base is 2 again, raised to power, the power here is 1, then plus pick the last number, which is still 1, times 2 the base raised to power, the power of the last number is 0. So this is what we call the expanded form. So if I simplify this expanded form, it will give me the converted form of this question to denary. So this will be 1 times, when you have 2 raised to power 3, that is telling you 2 3 times, 2 times 2 times 2, and 2 times 2 will give you 4, 4 times 2 will give 8. So 2 raised to power 3 is 8, not 6. It's not 2 times 3. 2 raised to power 3 means write 2 3 times. 2 times 2 times 2. So this gives 8. Then plus 1 again times 1 times 2 raised to power 2, that is 2 times 2 times, which is 4, plus 1 times 2 times 1, which is 2 raised to power 1, which is 2, plus 1 times, what you have here is 2 raised to power 0. Now 2 raised to the power of 0 is 1. Okay, any number raised to power 0 is 1, except 0 raised to power 0 is not equals to 1. Okay, so any other number raised to power 0 we give 1. So 2 raised to power 0, 1, 1000 raised to power 0, 1, a raised to power 0, 1. Okay, so this will give 1. So join this together. 1 times 8 will give 8, plus 1 times 4 will give 4, 1 times 2, 2, 1 times 1, 1. So add them together. 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 2, 14, plus 1, 15. That means this is now 15. Then you also convert it to denary. Denary means base 10. So 15 base 10. So once this is done, you have converted 1111 base 2 to base 10. That is 1111 base 2 has been converted to denary, which is base 10, through what we call the expanded method. Alright, so proceed to the next example. Now again, we have to express 56 base 8 to denary. So all I still need here is to go through the expanded method. Just expand it. So how do I expand it? Write out the 56, 5 and 6. Now what is the next step? Number this from behind. So this first number becomes 0, the next number becomes 1. Remember the base is base what? 8. So if I'm working on this, pick the first number here, 5. 5 times the base 8, everything raised to power what? 1, plus, pick the next number again, 6 times the base 8 raised to power 0. So here you are going to have 5 times 8, 5 times 8 raised to power 1. 8 raised to power 1 means 8 times 1, which is 8, plus 6 times 8 raised to power 0. Remember, 8 raised to power 0 is going to give 1. So this is 1. So here we are going to have 5 times 8, which is going to be 40, plus 6 times 1, which is going to be 6. 40 plus 6 will give us 46, and that is going to be denary base 10. That is 56 base 8 is 46 base 10 in the expanded form. The next example. Now again, express, just write out the number 1 1 1 0 1 base 2. Now all I need to do here is to number from behind again. If I'm going to number this from behind, the first one here becomes 0, this 1, this is 2, this is 3, and lastly this is 4. So we are going to expand that now. How do I expand? Pick the first number, 1 times what is the base? 2, and what is the power here? 4. 1 times 2 raised to power 4, plus, pick the next number, 1 times the base is 2 raised to power, the power is 3, and again plus the next number is 1 again, times the base is 2 raised to power, the power is 2. All these numbers here are the power. Okay, we are through with 1 1, then plus 0, which is this number now, 0, times what is the base? The base is 2 raised to power what? 1, then plus the last number, 1 times the base is 2 raised to power 0. Now this is the expanded form. You now have to simplify it. If I want to simplify it, 2 raised to power 4 means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 2 again, 4. So you have 4 times 4, which is going to be 16. So 2 raised to power 4 is not equals to 8. Don't say 2 times 4, that's wrong. So it means 2 multiplied by itself 4 times, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So this will give 1 times 16 plus 2 raised to power 3. We've said that already. 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8, plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2, 4, plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1, which is 2, then plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0, which is 1. So here now, multiply these two together. 1 times 16 will give you 16. 1 times 8, 8. 1 times 4, 4. Now watch this part. 0 times 2 is going to be 0. Then plus 1 times 1 is going to give 1. So all I need to do here is add all this number together, and you are through with the conversion of that number to denary. So 16 plus 8 will give 24. 24 plus 4 will give 28. 28 plus 0 is still 28. Then 28 plus 1, 29. So this is now 29 base 10. So you have converted or expressed 11101 base 2 to base 10, and that is, you can have it out. Okay, 11101 base 2 is the same thing as 29 base 10. How do you check maybe you are right or even wrong about this? If you divide 29 by 2, it's going to give you this answer again. So we are quickly going to do that somewhere. As I pick the last question, so we'll use this last question to give you the idea on how to check. So you are also asked to express 11111161. So you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 with 0 base 2 to base 10. Remember the first principle. The first principle is to give this number power. This is the first number from behind. This is power 0, power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we can now write it out in the expanded form. So 1, which is the main number, times the base 2 raised to the power is 6, plus again the next number 1 times the base 2 and the power is 5, plus the next number again 1 times the base 2 and the power is 4, plus 1 again times the base 2, then the power is 3, plus 1 again times the base 2 and the power is 2. This is where we are now. So we have one more, plus 1 times 2 and the power is 1, plus lastly 0 times the base is 2 raised to power 0. Now let's expand this. What you have here is we are dealing with 2 raised to power 6. 2 raised to power 6 means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That is 2. How many times? 6 times. So 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 2 again, 4. 2 times 2, 4. So here you have 4 times 4. If you're, that one will be stressful. 2 times 2 here will be 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2, 64. So 4 times 4 will give me 16. 16 times 4 will give me 64. So that settles that part. So that settles that part. So I'll bring it out here that okay, 1 times 2 raised to power 6 is 64, plus 1 times 2 raised to power 5. If you have it there, 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16 times 2, 32. 2 5 times is going to be 32. That is 32, plus 2 times 2 raised to power 4, 16, plus 1 times 2 raised to power 3, 8, plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2, 4, plus 1 times 2 raised to power 1, 1 times 2, then plus lastly you have 0 times 2 raised to power 0, which is 2 raised to power 0 is 1. So here now we can now continue with the multiplication. 64 times 1 is going to be 64. 32 times 1, 32. 16 times 1, 16. 8 times 1, 8. 4 times 1, 4. 2 times 1, 2. And 0 times 1, 0. Add all these numbers together. 64 plus 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2. And that is going to give us 126. So you are going to have 126, which is now denary base 10. Now how do you know maybe what I've done is correct? I can just convert this 126 base 10 as a means to cross check. I can just convert this 126 base 10 to what? Base 2, and it's going to give us exactly this number that we have here as base 2. So let's try that before the end of the video. Okay, you have the evaluation here. Then beside this, I can just quickly do that. I want to convert 126 to base 2. You know it's in base 10, so we are dividing by 2. 12 divided by 2, 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. Remaining what? 0. Go again, 2. 63. 2 in this is going to be 3. 2 here, 1. Remaining 1. Again, 2 in 31. That is going to be 15. Remaining 1. 2 in 15. 7. Still remaining 1. 2 in 7. 3. Remaining 1. 2 in 3. 1. Remaining 1. 2 in 1. Impossible. 0. Remaining the last number here, which is 1. If you read it up, it will give us exactly the same question where we started from. 6 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 with 0 base 2 is the same thing as 126 base 10, and that is the question we just solved. So this is a means of checking. You can just check with that to know maybe what you have done is right or wrong.